Hello, everybody, and welcome to the WSSEA Fall Series Week 3. Today, we have Valorant, best of one match, Sedro-Woolley, hopefully I'm saying it right, I don't actually know yet, against Lake Stevens. These teams are longer rivals, apparently, in WSSEA. They have found themselves against each other in key playoff matches multiple times, and Sedro-Woolley has had the edge in Smash, but Lake Stevens has had the edge in Valorant. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what this season turns out to have.
And so going to Valorant was a very easy switch for me. And so, yeah. What about you?
Well, it's actually interesting that you bring up Counter-Strike. I've been a Counter-Strike player ever since it came out. I still remember back in the day throwing the disc in and playing CS with my family, and I actually I don't necessarily run the team, but I'm the in-game leader for a team right now. We actually have a match tonight in like 2 hours, so right after this I'll be jumping over to that. But I used to play like Cal IM, Cal Main, CEVO, ESEA, a little bit of everything. And now I'm doing mostly production and tournament adminning. This is only one of my few hosting, I guess you could say, times. I've co-hosted for a few shows, but this is definitely a first for me. So I'm excited.
Heck yeah. And now we're going into the first and only map, Bind. And again, we do have Lake Stevens versus Sedro-Woolley. So this is going to be super exciting. I have never seen two high school play together, so this is going to be very interesting on my part. How are the team comps looking for you?
Not bad.
Not bad?
I need to click too many buttons. There we go. I don't actually. There we go. All right, so I don't know. I'm really hoping for a really exciting game. I hope it's not a blowout.
Yeah, so already starting up, we got one player already picked off on short from the side of the defenders, and now they're just kind of slowly pushing up, holding off here on a short here. We do have 3 players still holding on A. Another one gets picked off, but then he gets traded out. Now we're in a 4v3 situation, still 2 players on A. It looks like the attackers are going to be kind of trying to play a little bit slower now. Still quite a bit slow, and now it looks like the rotate's going off on the attacker's side. Again, 3 defenders still here on the A main site, going back, still staying around, but there is still 1 player here on B, so hopefully he'll be able to call out that rotate and all that utility usage and stuff. He does get a jump peek here. The right click flash comes out, doesn't catch anybody. Another molly goes out. They're just kind of pushing up on his side. He gets picked off on the back, and now the rest of the defenders are rotating back to hopefully take back this site. There is one in hookah, so that's a good flank already coming out into the back site, but we do have the attackers up into elbow CT now, so they could also pinch, not just the defenders pinching here. The defuse starts, a fight goes out in the A long. They realize somebody's on the back site, and that defuse is just being stuck, and now Sedro-Woolley actually pulls off the defuse there. That was interesting.
Yeah, it was intense, very ego to really stick it, but also having the trust in your teammates. Then they got the defuse, and I think they got a 2K after too.
Yeah, now going into the second round, really as like losing the second round or losing the first round, you really want to be able to get as many picks as possible. That way you can get those guns off of the hands of the people who won the first round. So looking here, we do have a pretty early push up into B short here into hookah. There is one holding there with a Spectre, I believe. So they're all just gonna get kind of stack up. It is actually a Bucky. He does get picked off. A trade goes out into hookah. It looks like they're probably gonna start just fountaining out. The A players are rotating, and here comes a dog from Fade. I don't think they realize that two people are actually long. One gets picked off, two gets picked off, and now it's a 4v2 situation. The guns go out, and now it's a 1v4, and then the last one gets picked off from CT. Wow, that was a pretty quick waterfall, and not even getting onto the bomb site.
Yeah, definitely a really good hold from the long side. Would have been better if maybe they sent one or two people and did a split.
Yeah, like I said, with those second rounds, it's really important, especially whenever you're ecoing, to try to get as many guns off of the enemy team's hands as possible. That way, you're not going up against a full bonus next round. So here, we are going to have a full buyout from Lake Stevens here, and then they're going to get picked off. Well, actually, no, I said that wrong. They actually do pick off one defender here on hookah. And so they're going to dog that out, make sure it's clear. I'm not sure if they realize that KO is actually hiding under hookah as well, but they're getting delayed by mollies anyway. It looks like a rotate might be coming back out from the attacker side, going back towards the A site, which is great because they just pulled 3 rotates over there onto the B site. So now going on to the A, they do have one still on Heaven A, and it looks like they're going to be able to pick off one at least. Gets a tag on another, gets a second. Budget Pro absolutely going off here. Did he just get 3? Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Now it's a 4v2 situation. I don't know how he turned that around for his team. The plant is going to go down here, hopefully. Oh, but he stops planting because he's scared of this. Oh, but he gets picked off anyway. And now it's a 2v2 situation. They actually did bring it back. This is very scary because, like I said, you can't lose this bonus here. You can't lose against these bonus guns here. You have to win, and now it's a 2v1 situation. They have a flank going off on A short, but he gets picked off as well. Oh my goodness, what?
What a hold. That was absolutely insane hold with the scout.
That was crazy. He was able to get 3 picks off. That way his team could have time to rotate and also pinch from short. That was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that anchor really just sitting there being an anchor like they're supposed to, and they stopped and fought. You know, they should have just pushed through, knowing that it was, you know, similar to an op where it's just one shot, and then, you know, there's that second or two where you have to wait for them to put in that shot. But
yeah, that was just like I said, highly unfortunate. I'm not sure. They really should not have lost that round, especially going against a bonus. But now the enemy team has 4 rifles. We do have kind of like a default going on for Sedro-Woolley here now. And now, oh, actually one goes through the teleporter. 2 gets picked off on Sedro-Woolley. Now it's a third gets picked off. Now it's a 5v3 already. That teleport play was absolutely credible. But now we have, they're just picking up guns again. Sedro-Woolley does get one. He gets traded out as well. But the jet knives take him down. And that leaves 4 standing for Lake Stevens.
it was definitely well played. Really good attention puller by using that teleport.
Yeah, I know. That went on so fast I didn't even realize what was happening.
It was definitely a quicker round than I was expecting.
Okay, now we do have a setup here towards B hookah again, just on short from the attacker's side, Sedro-Woolley. They usually get darted here anyway, and they usually get you know, they get that early info, but one peeks anyway. I'm not sure why he would peek that, especially whenever that KO knife was going out anyway. So now it's a 4v5 situation in favor of Sedro-Woolley. Still kind of just trying to split it up here. One does get picked off on the behind as well. He tries to flank, doesn't work out for him. Now it's a 5v3 situation. All 3 of them here on the B side. I would think about rotating, but he does get another one. So now it's a 5v2. That KO ult does go out. The flash comes out, gets one good, but it doesn't get him the pick though. Oh, but he gets taken out anyway. The last one standing in CT spawn. They're just gonna kind of play it safe here. Budget Pro does get one.
Spike planted.
But they're still peeking him, still kind of peeking him. Trying to use that util to delay him. They do have a sage wall that goes up, so that's good. You said 3v1 situation. Last one here in CT. Very low HP. Not going to be able to survive much. I think this is going to be a first round towards Sedro-Woolley. Just kind of playing slow. Finally does get him off though. And that's the first round towards Sedro-Woolley. 4-1 now.
Yeah, it was definitely well done by Sedro-Woolley. There wasn't really, in my opinion, a reason for Lake Stevens to really get so aggressive there. You're up 4-0. You're most likely looking at a bye. There just isn't really a point to push that aggression and hope that you're gonna get a couple frags.
Yeah, that was definitely a better push on Sedro-Woolley's side. Being able to split up a little bit more was definitely better. Just stacking all of them towards B short really doesn't work out sometimes, but they were able to get a couple picks, especially on the flank as well. That was really immaculate. Now we have all 5 players pushing up B long now. Just as I said, I don't like it whenever people push all at once. The flash comes out. He doesn't get anything off of it. He does get the info, so that's good. No rotates still, so they're just kind of chilling out, playing slow now. The KO is just kind of sitting in the corner here on B long, hoping he can get at least 1 here. They know at least 3 here because they had a fade eye, able to see 1. Did he just get picked through the smoke? That was crazy. Maybe a rotate coming now. Yep, they do use the teleporter. Now hopefully the rotate's going to go out. Now we have 3 players going through CT all the way up to A already. They're already up, out, back site. This is incredible. The wall comes out, but it gets shot down pretty quickly. Sage doesn't go down there. I don't know how. They do have 3 people on bench and triple now, but the wall's still kind of up. So, oh, but Turtle actually does get 1 there. They're still just trying to plant, but now they're coming from short. They're able to peek him. He gets picked out as well. Now it's a 3v1 situation. Last one showers. Now he's dead.
It was definitely, they had him beat on the timing for the rotate, but it just wasn't enough. They couldn't get out fast enough.
Yeah, Lake Stevens here is doing a great job of doing those rotates. Being able to really read where the enemy is going is super important, especially on bind. I think bind is one of the hardest sites to, or one of the hardest maps to really get right as far as like telling where the enemies is going to go and stuff like that. So I think Lake Stevens is doing a fantastic job with that here on the defense so far. Flash does come out. Reyna peaks a little bit too late, and then the KO knife also gets 1 or 2. Just kind of boom botting here into hookah. All 5 of them stacked up again. Again, this doesn't work out usually, and he does get picked off. Now 4 more still there. Oh, he gets another one actually. The res comes out. Now it's a 4v5 still. The wall does stop him from getting picked off a second time. One goes through the teleporter. A second one goes through the teleporter. They both get killed. Along with a trade-off. So now it's a 3v3. They're still in hookah, and now they have all 3 here on the B site. Oh my gosh, call me Felipe actually destroying. He gets 2. He gets picked off though. He gets traded, and now the last one running from hookah. Does he know that the one's pushed up long? No, he does not. But so he lights him up real good, and then he's just not going to be able to do anything with his low HP now. Again, 2v1 situation now. Felipe just doing in some work there on hookah, playing it aggressively, doing fantastic. They're gonna kind of pull back here on B long though. I think they probably know he's probably doing a rotate, but little do they know that Bio is actually walking back up B long unbeknownst to them. They think they might be going CT. They're kind of playing slow with a rotate. Oh, now they're just kind of gonna stall out because they don't really know. Oh, but he gets seen. I don't think he has enough time to go A, so he's gonna have to commit here. He thought about the teleport, but he didn't actually commit. Oh, and then he gets spammed through the wall. Good job, Lake Stevens.
Yeah, it was Sedro-Woolley. If they're gonna put some more rounds up on the board, they definitely need to start spreading out a lot more and stop doing these 5-man stacks, because just the lack of what I would say is organization or strats per se is kind of hindering them on their attack. It's becoming almost predictable at this point for Lake Stevens, but they're doing a really good job holding that off, and and the flanks are super helpful.
Yeah, now going into round 8 here, I believe. One is posted up here on U-Haul, but all 4 of them are pushing up. He gets picked off as well. Jakey Wakey gets 2 headshots. He gets traded out, though. Now it's a 4v3. They're still going to commit to here to the A site, and but little do they know 3 of them are here. One's flanking, actually. He could go huge here as well. Looking at the Reyna, he's just playing super aggressively. He does get spotted out by the Fade, but he still gets the pick. That's absolutely crazy. Last 2 are in short A. Not going to be able to do much here. They're kind of pincered off. They can't go towards the site. They can't go back. They're just kind of stuck here. Reyna is still just kind of creeping up. Seeing if he can get some more. He does get... Oh, he gets both of them, actually. That's a 3K for Call Me Felipe. Fantastic.
Yeah, 2 super big rounds for Call Me Felipe. They had a 4K in the round previous and then the 3K in this one. They're like Stevens definitely showed up not only to play, but definitely to show their dominance here. So
yeah, fantastic. Like I said, they're doing a great job as like reading where they are and also flanking and trying to get picks and just trying to get as much information as they can. Like I said, being an attacker here on Bind is just you really have to be coordinated and know how to execute like cleanly in order to be able to do anything on this map. I feel like we do have 2 people here on the defender side peeking long, and he does get picked off as well. The Fade Alt is thinking about going out, but they only have 1 on site, 2 pushed up B long, so they're going to be able to actually pincer him. Again, they just get stalled. It just gets stalled. Felipe does go down. So is Minfrag gets him. Little they know they're peeking out into hookah as well. Now it's a 3v3 situation. 1 is on site. He does get picked off. Last 2 are still on A. They're gonna have to rotate. Now Lake Stevens is just in CT, and again we're just standing here in hookah. We got the picks. We got another one now. Now it's a 3v1. It's looking unlosable. But they're still just stalled out in hookah. I don't know why they don't just execute. Well, they finally do. The bomb is going to go down. Last one in CT, like I said. So hopefully they could play across here, but Midfrag does pick him off as well. Great round for Midfrag.
yeah, it seems like I think Sedro-Woolley is just kind of hesitant in the fact that they're so used to being flanked and stacked against. They're just expecting it and really just trying to wait and see what happens. But they definitely did better in that round. One of those few rounds where a full-blown stack actually works out. But
yeah, I think there's a time to be patient and there's a time to know when to push. And there, whenever they got 3 picks there on B side,
yeah.
that's when you should know to push and like take the space that you're given. And so here we do have all 5 of them pushed up A short again. The Viper all does come out from the defender's side. Jakey Wakey stalling that push pretty much. Call Me Felipe actually does get 2 from pushing into showers. I'm not sure how they don't expect this by now, but every time they just 5-second area. Now there's 2 of them up there in behind. And also Viper's going to be pushing out on A short as well. And now they have literally all 5 players chasing them. As they rotate around to B, going through hookah here. 1 does go through the teleporter. Felipe blinds, gets traded out though. He does get 1, but the second doesn't last. Again, 4v2 situation here now for Lake Stevens. He does get spammed through the wall, doesn't get picked off somehow. Really risky place to plant. It's a very common spam spot, but they're just getting pinched from all over. They're coming from CT, they're coming from hookah, and they're coming from long. And now I'm pretty sure they can deduce that the last one here is in fact in the elbow area. So he gets picked off as well. 3 standing for Lake Stevens, taking their 8th round, I believe. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was definitely well done by Lake Stevens and the adjustments. They're flanking and like I said earlier, just that, and like you've said, the stacking creates those issues where if you're not splitting up and being strategic, then it makes it very predictable and it makes it very difficult to really do anything, because especially when you get into a choke point like in the last round, you're getting pincered by 2 to 3 positions at once. And then Sedro-Woolley definitely did their best at trying to make something out of nothing, but
Yeah, and looking up here, they are kind of split off a little bit more this time. Coomjorn actually does get one into the showers area. Now Jakey Wakey sitting on back triple is going to be trying to defend here. He has a fantastic one-way smoke, being able to see their legs in showers. That's really well done. But the Viper ult on the attacking side does come out. The Molly comes out as well to try to defend that push. Budget Pro actually getting one. Call Me Felipe getting another, I believe, just spamming through showers. And now he's coming back around. Or not showers, actually. I think he got him on short. Now he's coming back around, doing the flank onto the showers people. Again, they're just getting stuck in these areas, and it's not going well for him. Now it's a 3v1 situation. Showers is the last guy, and he's going to run into Felipe here. Or actually SFS, and he gets picked off by Jakey Wakey. Well done, Lake Stevens again.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, seems very it's gonna be saying the same thing a lot. I mean, there's not really a whole lot to say when you're crammed up into a choke point. Especially showers is one of the worst choke points you can get stuck in, because there's, you know, not only do you not have anywhere to go, but you have nowhere to hide because of how, you know, narrow but open it is.
Yeah, like I said, here on Bind, I really just think you need to be coordinated and know when to take the space and when to back out. In there, you really just need to back out of there. I mean, you got all odds stacked against you. Felipe coming through the teleporter, actually getting one and then dismissing away into hookah as well. It's just they're getting aggressed on too much, and they're not doing anything about it. And flanks are coming back around from A as well. Felipe just sitting here in hookah, holding the corner, hoping to get one. Hopefully she can heal. Again, Sedro-Woolley just kind of stuck. They don't really know what to do. Now they're rotating around, but here's Jakey Wakey holding the flank. Oh, but he gets picked off anyway. I'm not sure how he doesn't get at least one there. So like I said, it is a 4v5 situation. Now Budget Pro actually gets one. Fantastic job. He's just kind of sitting on the ace side. They are getting flanked again. This is just what keeps happening. They just keep getting aggressed on. Budget Pro in the back. Doesn't get caught out by that raise ult. Fantastic job by him. He does get one on triple here. The wall comes out, so hopefully we can get a safe plant here. One still flank, and I don't think they realized. Yep, he gets picked off from flank as well. One jumped up on top of the truck, but ultimately he gets picked off as well. Last one short with an Odin gets two. And that's going to be able to get Lake Stevens to 10-2 for the half.
Yeah, I feel like on this half, Lake Stevens is going to, you know, we're going to see something a little bit different on the attack side. It's definitely a one-sided affair. But you know, Sedro-Woolley, the biggest thing that, you know, with this rivalry, why they're kind of ahead, why Lake Stevens is ahead in this rivalry is, you know, a little more clear to see right now, because it almost seems like, I don't know if they just don't have, maybe they don't have an IGL on the Sedro-Woolley side, or they just haven't put in enough, you know, practice time. New players, maybe. I don't know the history of the rosters, but I'm curious to see the difference here.
Yeah, so now we're switching sides here. Lake Stevens now on the attacking instead of the defending. It looks like they're definitely the more aggressive team, so I'm hoping they can maybe switch this around. They are kind of playing a little bit slower here, which is fantastic. Still kind of just like, oh, but they get peeked and no picks actually happen. Interesting. Coomjorn does actually get one. Budget Pro gets the other. Coomjorn gets a second one here on long. Oh, and a third. Actually, fantastic shot by him, but kills himself with his own nade. It went up into hookah. I'm not sure how that happened. Now it's a 2v2. Lake Stevens just kind of stalling out here. They are going to fake with that flash again and hopefully rotate around back through the A side. They know that both of those players are going to be on B. So we are going to hopefully get a plan down. Sage Wall actually slowing them down a little bit, but a quick knife and they're through. Again, just kind of taking their time. They think that they might have rotated. The KO ult is going to confirm that no, they have not yet. So they can get that bomb down. Hopefully take some space here. One does go up into the heaven side. And hopefully one here goes into the CT. SFS actually gets one onto the triple. Or one onto the cubby. So last one is triple actually. And then he gets in a duel with him. SFS picking him off as well. Fantastic job by Sedro-Woolley. What a way to turn that round around.
Yeah, it was looking a little grim there at first, but the retake was super on point.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like Lake Stevens had the idea. They knew to rotate, but ultimately they just played in unfavorable positions. I think they're in a 2v2 situation. You should definitely be like playing together, playing across or something like that. Maybe playing for plant. That way you can pretty much guarantee the round that way. There they were kind of split up. One was triple and one was cubby. So it definitely was not, like I said, a favorable outcome for them. So giving Sedro-Woolley the third round. Now they're still set up for a B push here. They're kind of just trying to feel it out, I believe. They're kind of taking it slow. And this is where Sedro-Woolley kind of needs to take the hint and, hey, let's take some space here on A, maybe do a flank, but that doesn't happen. Again, 3 people towards the long area here, 2 people towards the hookah area. Call Me Felipe is actually lit a little bit. Hopefully he's going to get peeked out. He does get picked from Kumjorn. Fantastic pick by him. Now they're just kind of playing back. They're playing slow, still trying to feel out where they want to go. 3 people still towards long, not actually committing. It looks like they're going back now. The TPs do come out. That's for all 4 TP'd, and that means the rest of them are going to have to rotate as quickly as possible. They're going to probably be there about the same time that they are. Already into the back site here. Oh, and with guns. So this is going to be a difficult take here. The bomb does go down here on triple. 1 peeking heaven, 1 peeking the back site. SFest does get 1 from the front. And then dogging out onto short as well. They know where he is. He gets picked off. Last 2, not sure if they know. They do molly it off. The defuse is not started yet. Oh, and they're just kind of, oh, the wall goes out now, and now it's pretty much a guaranteed defuse. They really can't do anything about this. They're going to get flanked by Kumjorn here, but he gets 1 and then gets traded as well. Looks like they're going to go hunting here maybe. Oh, that was awkward.
I love those times. Everyone runs out of ammo. Yeah, and something I kind of noticed right away is when Lake Stevens rotated from, you know, the B long side, took that portal across. They didn't hesitate when they went into showers. They were just completely gung-ho, straight into sight. They knew what they needed to do. They knew that they had that, even if it's just a couple of seconds, they know that that's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, now kind of set it up here, kind of spread out here on A site here. Watched him for this, that quick peek. Almost had him killed. Didn't actually get hit at all though. Fantastic. We have 4 people from Lake Stevens pushing up here on the A short. Kind of still playing it slow. Flash dust comes out. I think they're getting slowed down by Sage Util here. The wall does come out, so hopefully they're gonna be able to take some space. He does get dinked through the Viper wall there. I comes out as well. The other one gets picked off in U-Haul. Still just trying to take a space. 1 does come flank. Sneaky Turtle though. Awareness, fantastic. Knows that he's coming. And now, oh, actually 1 is on front site here. Oh, Jakey Wakey actually gets 1. Call Me Felipe gets taken down as well. Uni. Budget Pro actually gets 1 as well. Now the last one is on site. It's a 1v2 here now. He gets known, but does you realize? Okay, there we go. Bomb does actually go down. He knows that they're U-Haul now. Not gonna be able to really do anything about it. Just kind of chilling out. Play for the bomb. Hopefully don't give him the 1v1s. That would be ideal. Dog does come out, so he does know that 1 is trying to flank him here. Still just kind of playing time is the smartest thing here. Bio Executioner actually getting another, or getting Budget Pro. So now it's a 1v1. Absolutely fantastic. Like I said, the worst thing you could do in this situation is give the 1v1s. Now the tap comes out. He knows where he is. Hopefully. Oh, gun not out, but he doesn't get the pick. Sneaky Turtle just baffling. I don't know. I'm speechless.
It was definitely interesting. I mean, great clutch on the Sedro-Woolley side. Bio Executioner played it perfectly, in my opinion. I think that you know, like you said earlier, you gotta play that post plant with, you know, your teammates. You gotta play the crossfire. I didn't see why anyone needed to push or try and force the fight. Just play the bomb, play together, and just kind of take it from there. It kind of seems like like Stevens is kind of giving up easy rounds that maybe they should be winning.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, I think they just kind of need to be a little bit more aware of like playing together and not giving those 1v1s, like you said. Playing together is like the most important thing you could do, especially in that 2v1 post plant situation. We do have quite an aggressive kind of feel up here on B. Not much going on though. There is one posted up in hookah, which they're not contesting. One in the teleporter as well. Still no picks, just a lot of information going on. Bio Executioner actually does get Budget Pro, but Coomjorn actually gets one as well. Jakey Wakey goes down. That's a 3v5 situation. They know that one is in the teleporter. He actually picks off one. Call Me Felipe goes down. And now they pretty much all have hookah control. Now they're taking that short. Last one is on long 1v4 situation. He does get one. So hopefully he can maybe pick off this 1v5. He knows two are in hookah at least, but little does he know there's more than that. Kind of just trying to peek around here. Hopefully he sees the gun here. He does. He gets one there. Big as hair. Fantastic. Right click comes out. He blinds himself. Not ideal. He does not have the bomb. They do have the bomb up there in hookah. Nade comes out. He's at 24 HP now. Definitely not looking favorable. People just kind of spamming through the wall. Nothing connecting as of yet. Again, biggish hair just kind of playing slow. And this is where the splits actually kind of fall apart. Sedro-Woolley is doing a fantastic job at countering that.
Yeah. And I noticed too when they had the spike down there in hookah, they had someone back towards the fountain, making sure that they can't get flanked as well. So it was really great defense on Sedro-Woolley's side, making sure that all the angles are covered, and almost every fight that they're taking is not a one-on-one. It's at least a 2-on-1.
Yeah, they're playing together here well on this defense half now. I think they're realizing that they're just kind of realizing how Lake Stevens plays here on attack. They know that they're aggressive here on the defense, but now that they know that, they're just trying to delay as much as possible, and it's actually working. Again, all five are stacked up here on A. Not going to be able to do much here for Lake Stevens. Hopefully they kind of get the hint to rotate. It looks like they're kind of backing off, but still kind of staying A short. Peeking a little bit. Still no picks as of yet, which is crazy because, like I said, there's 5 people here. There's some damage being traded out here and there. Spamming through the walls, spamming corners, this and that. Nothing's going to be going down though yet. Still just kind of pulling out. Oh, KO actually does ult. Hopefully they're going to be taking this A site now. There's quite a bit here actually. Jakey Wakey is going to put down that Viper's Pit. Fantastic job by him. If I were them, I would try to take that backside control, but it looks like there's so many there anyway. Mid frag does get one. So does S-Fest. The Killjoy, or not Killjoy, the Raze ult comes out and he gets traded as well. Call Me Felipe going crazy here. Actually gets picked off the backside anyway. I don't know. That was a crazy round. There was just so many people everywhere.
Yeah, it was definitely a different change of pace. Just this whole half in general, Sedro-Woolley really just not wanting to go out without a fight. But they did a really good job on sitting back and being patient, and letting Lake Stevens really burn not only the utility but burn some of those ults, and had a really great retake.
Yeah, I think they're, especially on bind, I feel like it's super difficult to play around a Viper's Pit with how many corners and just choke points there are. I think it ultimately just didn't end well for them. Just like, that pretty much cuts off all of your sight lines and makes it so that the defenders pretty much have free space around the back of the ult and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what they did. They took that space as they could. Coomjorn actually going to play pretty aggressive here on B long. Does get Call Me Felipe down. And then Bio Executioner actually picking one off in hookah as well. Oh, Coomjorn actually knows that there's one long there as well. He gets 3 actually long. Absolutely huge. Great job on their raids. And how Biggish here is going to be pushing up, knowing that they're playing aggressive. And now they're pushing them pretty much from all sides. He's not going to be able to do anything here. Yep.
was a really great job by Sedro-Woolley. It kind of seems like too, Lake Stevens is doing mostly the same thing that Sedro-Woolley was doing. You know, they're very stacky, 4 to 5 people in the same spot, and they're starting, you know, to get that same hindrance that Sedro-Woolley was when they were on the attacking side. So they definitely, Lake Stevens definitely needs to make some changes and kind of, you know, be a little more strategic, kind of like they were at the very start of the half, and they were making rounds a little closer.
Yeah, it's really fantastic to see them turn around and start taking rounds. It's really great to see. Like I said, I believe they had it in them. I believe they did. And now they're really showing it. They are showing a bunch of presence here on A here. And so 4 people are already rotated here on A. Again, you really just need to know when a site is a stall. And right now, right here, this is a stall. This is an area that you do not want to go to. And you really just need to know when to make the decision to rotate or to commit. And just not being able to have any information as to how many are here is already like a big telltale sign. Hey, we should not go here because we have no information.
Yeah, but you
so
also
being
have
able
that lurk there too with Hookah. Big Steven's kind of just creeping up.
He does see one, hopefully. Now he's going back around. Now the rotate comes out from B. 2 actually do stay on A. 3 going into Hookah now. Little do they know that 2 people are actually here onto the site. Jakey Wakey picking off 1, knowing that hopefully there's one backside as well. Doing some damage, not really going on here. Mid-frag actually gets 1 over there on the A site on short. Biggish Hair actually gets 1 as well. Mid-frag getting another 1. Now they're just kind of chilling out. 2v3 situation in favor of Sedro-Woolley now. Coming out from Hookah, he gets picked off. Biggish Hair. And now Sneaky Turtle's last one. Right click does not connect. Mid-frag with the 3K. Fantastic job being able to anchor and pick off a couple there on A, or at least 1. And then rotate around and help your team.
Yeah, and they didn't rotate all through the same angle, which, you know, them kind of flanking while rotating on that retake is definitely hurting Lake Stevens because they're not playing for each other on those post plants. They're, you know, every time they've gotten the spike down, it's been very individualized. It's everyone taking 1v1s, and Sedro-Woolley is now playing better as a team where they're taking, you know, 2 or 3 people against 1.
Yeah, like I said, it's really hard to do this stuff on bind, especially on attack. I think attack on bind is the most taxing thing you can do. So it's great to see that this is going well for Sedro-Woolley, actually playing fantastically on defense here. So again, everything's just kind of going slow. They're kind of trying to show presence here on B so that they can get some rotates. It looks like it's working. All 3 of them actually rotate off of A onto B. They're showing lots of presence, also utility usage. Jakey Wakey getting in a battle here with a judge. Doesn't work out though. Nobody gets picked off, but they are both lit. Biggish Hair able to take the entirety of A site all by himself now. Budget Pro actually gets 1 there as well. Call me Felipe. Did great there. This is what I'm talking about. The executes on bind are difficult, man. So these fakes just actually worked out fantastically. Budget Pro does get another Uniwell, trades him out though on the Heaven. So now it's a 2v3 situation. Again, 1 is short and 1 is Heaven. Other 3 on Lake Stevens side is just kind of spread out around on site. Timer is ticking down, and now Uniwell gets picked off from backside. Coom Jordan actually does get 1 here on short. Time is ticking, like I said, and that makes 11 rounds for Lake Stevens, finally able to win a round on this attack.
Yeah, that might be the you know, the motivation, we'll say, to really, you know, get a little more strategic and you know, throw out time to bring out all the stops. You know, you only got 1 chance. You got to win this one.
Yeah, I think they finally realized that, hey, these pushes ain't working. You know, we're getting stalled out. We're just kind of sitting around, and it's not working. So they decided to do the fake that round, which worked out fantastically.
I wanted an exciting game, and it's definitely become one. I'm really glad that Sedro-Woolley's been able to bring it back the way that they have.
And again, Lake Stevens is now just taking stuff quite a bit more slowly now, just trying to pick and prod and find out where people are. Still just nothing seen as of yet. One does get seen. Mid-frag actually picks off one on A short, so now it's a 4v5, not looking great. Two of them are actually on A B side, but one gets picked off. Jakey Wakey picks him. One more backside. Hopefully they can get the bomb down here on B. They should presidency there on A, and it worked out. So now the rotates go back out. Now they're just kind of playing a retake now. They do have a delay on the Sage though because of that KO. TP'd back out though. Fade ult comes out, so now they're deaf. Not going to be able to really do much as far as the defense here. So now they're all just kind of stacked up here on CT. Maybe some go elbow, hopefully be able to take the site back. The rest of Lake Stevens is kind of pulled back, playing for post plant. Hopefully it works out for them. I know they do still have quite a bit of util. Jakey Wakey actually gets one, but he gets picked off as well. Oh my goodness, fantastic. Oh, but mid-frag actually gets 3 there. That was huge. Everyone just kind of peaked all at once, and everyone died.
Yeah, it was absolutely massive. Lake Stevens definitely tried to set up with a better retake than we've seen them do so far, but Sedro-Woolley just really holding great angles, and really playing off of each other really well to have a really good retake.
Yeah, I don't know. Post plant situations are really difficult on bind as well, because post plants are harder to hold, I feel like, on this map, especially with how the back sites on this map are laid out. It's really easy for defenders to take that back site and really kind of work their way up, and so it's just really difficult to play on attack and do post plant after the fact, even if you do get the bomb down, because executes are hard and post plants are hard. So yeah, but
yeah, you got to find that balance of you know, do we play the post plant forward or do we play it backwards?
Fire Executioner actually does get one there on Showers. TP does come out. I think they're just trying to bait some rotates maybe. 3 of Sedro-Woolley are still there. Another one gets picked off in Hookah, so now it's looking at a 3v5 in favor of Sedro-Woolley. Again, they're rotated hard here on A now, but the bomb is going towards B. They do still have Rays here, which is great. Hopefully he's able to call the rotate for his team. He kind of getting timinged here by the KO. Clash does comes out. He's able to execute. They do know he's backside now. He does show his presence. And now one CT as well. Biggish hair getting in a spray battle with this. Oh, but he does get one. Mid-frag gets one in Hookah as well. Now he's pushed up into the cubby, and then he gets picked off. And now it's just a firing squad into Hookah.
Yeah, just spammed down by everybody all at once. Definitely these retakes. Sedro-Woolley's doing a really great job. They've really turned this game around. Defense is definitely their bread and butter. Leaving that, and the fact that they're not leaving a site completely empty, they're leaving that one anchor over there, making sure that they have some sort of info at all times.
Yeah, now looking on the Lake Stevens side, we do kind of have a broken buy. We do have some rifles with full armor, but then again, we do have some rifles with half armor and even a Spectre there as well. Still just kind of trying to, play this out. We are even now, 11-11. So they brought it back, which was incredible from what was it? It's like a 10-2 half?
Yeah.
And now it's 11-11? That's crazy. Again, just kind of playing it slow here, showing a lot of presence towards A. They do still have an anchor on B, which is great. Mid-frag getting 1, so that's a 4v5, not looking great. Jet does dash out though. Still nothing really going up in order to help them push on a site. Not having that Viper anymore is really going to be difficult. SFS does get the bomb planner there. So now it's still 3v5. We're all just kind of stacked up here. 2 in U-Haul. Mid-frag getting another one in Hookah, or in Showers. I'm sorry. And now the last 2 are just kind of sitting here in U-Haul, getting util dumped at them, know where they are. And now Chamber just has to TP away and leave his friend in U-Haul. Again, everyone's just kind of swarming the front fight. S-Fest does get one. Last one in U-Haul, and they know that. Bombs down on short. Doesn't work out. Still, he's getting util dumped, and he goes down.
Yeah, well done on Sedro-Woolley's part. That could have definitely fallen apart, but they stayed solid.
Yeah, I think right there, it's really just super important to be able to have that Viper up. The fact that Viper was the first one to peak and the first one to get picked off by that chamber just kind of lost them the round. They didn't have a wall, they didn't have any smokes to help them take a site, and they already committed, so it just was not ideal at all. And now it's match point for Sedro-Woolley, and again we have all 5 going towards the B site here. Kind of sitting back on the Sedro-Woolley side, but the push already does come out from Call Me Felipe. Oh, he does get one, and now the Viper all goes out on back site, which is interesting. The plant does go down for Lake Stevens. 5v4 situation. If they're able to take this back, we will be going into overtime. Call Me Felipe getting another one. Now it's a 5v3 situation. Oh, but one does get picked off here on elbow as well. Oh, Uniwell going down. Now it's a 1v5. Not looking great for Sedro. Not able to close it out. And now he knows he's elbow. He gets picked off as well. A flawless from Lake Stevens in order to take it into overtime. Fantastic.
Sudden death.
Yeah, definitely well done. One thing that I will say, Lake Stevens on their attack, they're doing really well at changing that pace, where they started out really fast and then they moved to some fakes and then they slowed it down. And you know, even though Sedro-Woolley's made a really good comeback and they've now, you know, now we're going into overtime, it's definitely good on the side of Lake Stevens on you know, their presence of mind on how things need to change, and that's, I think, where they kind of have a leg up on Sedro-Woolley.
Yeah, like I said, this was a 10-2 half, and now we're 12-12 going into overtime. This is high stakes. Only one match or one map here because it's the best of one. Still just kind of stomping up here on B short. Util does kind of slow him down though. Nothing coming out yet. Kind of trying to take long slowly as well. But it has just kind of slowed down. Nothing major at the moment. We do have 4 people here on B now for the defender's side. And just playing slow. I think this is a situation where you need to realize you need to get out of there. A trade does come out, but he doesn't realize that one is there. Sedro-Woolley getting 2 now. Now it's a 2v4 situation, and Budget Pro is still just executing. And now it's over for Budget Pro. And now it's a 1v4 situation. Last one, Lake Stevens in the hookah area.
Yeah, you can see Sedro-Woolley's definitely a little nervous about, you know, giving up that full site. But I think they're making a good decision, you know, going with the 2-2 split, 2-on-1, no matter what.
Left.
Yeah. Well, and he gets picked off anyway. Defenders actually won. Was that not a double overtime? Was that over?
I think that was it.
Wow. Sedro-Woolley taking the win there, 13-12. Great job.
It was an absolute blast to be here and cast it, and can't wait to see everybody tomorrow. And I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Thank you.
Goodbye.